Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Patricia Kowa. Today we're doing makeup tutorial. As you can see, I'm moisturizing my lips because my lips is very dry. And first of all, we're going to line our eyebrow. And I'm using the eyeliner that I show you from, I think it's Makeup's Revolution. It has a brush on the end of the pencil, so it makes it easier to use it rather than just having a pencil brush that there and also having to use two of them and the pencil itself having to use the two of them. So I'm just making sure I line my eye, and I'm not using deep black, I'm using dark brown. The pencil that I'm using is dark brown. So you can find it on, I think, Makeup Revolution. So I'm lining my eyebrow, and I like it to be a bit longer. By the time I'll finish my makeups, you'll find out that it's a bit shorter than it used to be when I started. So that's what I'm doing now. So you see, got the brush at the end of it. Use that to brush my hair down. Before it was up, now it's down, so it makes it easier to see the line and draw properly. Funny word, drawing on your face. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I think doing an eyebrow takes a bit longer, so most of the time, most of the makeup tutorial that I've watched, they sometimes come up their eyebrow already done, because you have to be very particular with it, and even though having time to do it, it end up coming back a bit, one being bigger than the other one, or crooked, or they don't look the same. But hey, what can you say? They are sisters, not twins. And my next, what I use to underline to define the eyebrow is Elf Cosmetic. It's very cheap. You can find it in all makeups drugstore. Yeah, let's say drugstore or makeups shops. So it's not that hard to find. Everything that I'm using is not hard to find. It's easy to find. So yeah. Now I'm defining the eyebrow really well, shaping it up. That's what I'm doing at the moment. And I'll show you doing one, really having my time to do one eye or one side of my face, and then I'll move on very quickly because it takes a lot of time. And also I'm going to put my eyeshadow on. So what I'm going to do is put concealer on top of my eyelid so that the makeups can stay, the eyeshadow can stay properly, sorry. The eyeshadow can stay properly. I'm blending my eye till I'm satisfied with it. So blend with the foam. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with it. And I'm going for Normand by Juvia's Place. And I'm going to use that color that I show you to set my eye so the makeups can stay, because I'll be going for a matte one. And my eyeshadow that I'm going to use is from Makeup's Revolution by Tammy. She was one of my favorite makeup artists, especially doing the eye. She one of my favorite. So I went for the yellow one. And when I was using the brush, it wasn't working for me. So I switched to my fingers, which did the job really well. So if the brush is not working, just use your fingers, because our fingers is good for everything. But my hands was washed before I started my makeup, so don't think that, oh, she didn't wash her hands. I already washed my hand. So now I'm going to just brush and then make it more neater that it's supposed to be, because when you are using your fingers, it's very messy. And also the brush take away some of the shadow. So I will keep applying more shadow as I keep going till the end, because as you keep doing the makeups, the eyeshadow, you will miss some of it. So I'll keep going back and forward to see, to make sure that I get it. Now I went back for the Juvia's Place. There's this yellow one which really pops. The Juvia's Place eyeshadow is one of the best. And you can find Juvia's Place stuff now in UK. I think from Superdrugs. When you go to Superdrugs, you can find some of their items there. Foundation, concealer, and some of the eyeshadows. And I'm done with my eye. I'm done with the eyeshadow. So I'm going for eyeliner, and I'm using Makeup's Revolution as well. Like I said, I use what I get my hands on, because in UK we don't have much, especially due to where I live, unless I have to go to London to get them, which I don't want to. So I'm lining my eye, and I'm taking my time to do that. I have tried to line it with the one in the box, and it didn't work for me. So I go for this sharp pencil one, which I think I'm okay with it, because I'm not a makeup artist. Let me just remind you again. I'm just someone who like to do my makeups, and I go with what I can get my hands off. So it's okay for me. So let's do our eyeliner. We keep dipping it till we get it right, because with this one it goes dry, so you have to keep going on top of it to make sure it goes very dark as you want. I'm going to I'm using eye define to for my eyelash, and it's really good. I didn't know that. And that one is from Moi, and I'm using Moi Pro Base Mattify Forest Primer to prime my face. And then yeah, my foundation is from Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. It's really good. I've been using this one for a very long time, because I loved how it makes my face. It makes it flawless. It's like there's no bumps in my face. So I love using Estee Lauder and also Juvia's Place. I go for those two foundation quite often. So now I'm just putting my foundation on using a flat brush. And after I do that, when I finish, I'll go back with a sponge to make sure that the makeups really just sink into the skin, goes deep. It really attaches itself to my skin, so it becomes really, really matte and flawless. Yeah, I've been listening to our one and only sister, Fumi Nation. I've been on her case, being on her channel, just watching and listening to stuff. And then I remember, oh, I have a makeups to film. So I just pop in here to film. Tell me, how many of you likes watching Fulmination? I know that she got quite a lot of... I love her. She's really good. She's really good at what she does. Very, very good. Yeah, so I'm blending, trying to apply my makeups aside. And you know, on your hairline, I brush up going my hairline so that it doesn't you don't see my hair differently, and then the makeups also. So I blend to go in my hairline really well. Today I'm going in for a full makeups. So I want my skin to be as flawless as it was. So yeah. And also I pour the makeups at the back of my hand so that it warms up to my skin. So the moment it touches my face, it just sinks in with my skin. It just attaches itself to my skin because it's warm. The foundation is warm, which makes it lighter, easier to apply. So I normally pour it at the back of my arms to warm the makeups up. or the foundation up. So we blending, we applying with a flat brush, and then I'll go in with a sponge and also go down my neck. Oh, come to think of it, I haven't seen my neck being so defined because I've been working out really this recently. So the neck is just necking itself. Look at me feeling myself. So for me to sit down here and be quiet, watch me applying, I will speed this part up so that it go faster to where the sponge is. Because when you see my makeups and it's flawless, I really take my time. So now we're going in with a sponge. I really take my time to make sure the foundation really sinks in. Because I've had one situation that the moment I started to sweat, the makeup started running because I was in a hurry to just go to wherever I was. But nowadays, yeah, sue me. I'm going to take all the time that I can to make sure my face is beat and is beat at the right way, not in a hurry. I did one that I recorded and the noise outside and all them things was coming in. So I couldn't post it. I know that someone wanted me to show her how I apply my makeups and do it. But when I did it, so sorry if this has taken a while to come. Oh, and then I went in. This is my concealer. I went in for, I'm using Juvia's Place again, number 12. And they call it, I think, Burkina Faso. Oh, look at how I'm pronouncing it, like a white kind of way. I think is it Burkina Faso? I'm not sure. I'm quite in a dark place, so I can see it properly. But I might think so. But it's number 12, and I'm highlighting the place that I want to pop. I look like a clown in it. So I'm highlighting it where I want to pop, and I intentionally left the corner of my eye because I will go back in. Even though I'm going to blend, I'm blending, I'll blend and blend. I will take some of the blending out because I make sure I blend. I really blend to it for it to stay. I would drag it coming to the corner of my eye, but I will go back in again with a different concealer to make it pop, because this one is not going to make it pop as I want it to be. So I'll come back with another concealer. So it's blending, blend everywhere that I put the concealer. I'm going to blend, and I'll blend, blending, keep blending. So as you see, when I did my eyeliner, I didn't know if you can see that it was a bit crooked. I didn't fix it. I left it because I knew I would go in with concealer, and the concealer is just going to define it. It would just cut it as sharp as I want to. But it's not the concealer doing that though. It's me doing that. I just take my time there to make sure that I don't blend the eyeliner away. So I'm blending. We're still blending. So like I said, I'll come back with another concealer, and this concealer is from Estee Lauder. This one is more light. I think it's number 4 from Estee Lauder. It's also Stay in Place Flawless Concealer. So I'll put that one in the corner of my eye, and I'll leave it for a little bit so that it can dry up, and then I can blend it with the other one, because the Juvia's Place one is more lighter. In with Stella, I'm using to contour my face. I went with Stella Cosmetics. Use a darker one. I've never used the lighter one on that side before. I always use the darker one. But I loved it though. It's really nice. And it but I don't like using it often because that one too is a creamy base, which sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I don't want to be using creamy base. I'll just jump onto the powder side and then powder it down with what I have at that moment, which will come up very soon. So now I'm blending the concealer that I put on the corner of my eye, the Estee Lauder one, with a sponge. That's how it's looking like. Don't worry. So my next item was MAC CC, and I'm using this really defined sponge to do it because that one, there's a line on each part, so each part of the sponge have a job to do. That's its own thing, which I love because one sponge does so many things. It have a part that goes underneath the eyes that doesn't go beyond it, and then for the nose too, yeah, and then the bottom side for the top of the top part of my face, my forehead, let's put it like that. So now I'm setting the concealer. That's what I'm doing now. I'm setting the concealer so it doesn't move. When I say it doesn't move, like when you sweat, I'm very oily, so when my face start to get oily, the concealer will start moving. I don't know if you understand when I say move. It will be a bit rough. It doesn't look nice. It doesn't look nice. So I'm using the CC powder to set wherever I put the concealer. That's what I'm using to set it now. So we're setting our face, setting the concealer. Sorry if you can hear any noise. It's my sons just messing around there. I've already told them to be quiet, but they are not. They are so screaming. So I'm still setting my face. And then when it comes to where my jawline is, I will just chisel it. I'll use a powder to chisel my jawline between the contour and the concealer to make it sharp. It's the same CC powder, but a bit more whiter than it's supposed to. So I'm just defining my cheekbone and making it, and I use an angle brush to define the contour line, and I'll go in with, we're still contouring, defining the cheekbones, and I'm going in with a small brush to contour my nose. And my next thing to use, I'm using both color. It's from Juvia's Place and it's bronzer. I'm using dark one. It comes in, I think, in 3 steps: light, dark, and deep dark, but I'm using the dark to bronze my face where I contour to make it more pop. And then my forehead, the chin, defining the chin. The next is MAC Studio Face. So I'm going to use that one to set my whole face and also clean the setting powder that I put on. I'll use the same MAC Studio Face to do that, to brush it away so everything is set all in one place. So yeah, that's that. Now we're setting the whole face, bringing everything together. Swooping under the eye very carefully so I don't poke my eyes. So my next thing to use is Fenty Beauty. I got my Fenty Beauty from Boots. You can get Fenty Beauty or a cosmetic shop. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty that I used was Thick Mint number 9 Sunstar. Then I went in with a brusher from Moa Makers Academy to give me a color on my cheeks. I'm not going in with a highlighter. I'm just going to give a little bit of brush there. The Fenty Beauty one is also a bronzer because I really like my cheekbones to really pop. So I use the Fenty Beauty one as well. And then I'm going to highlight the corner of my eye with Juvia's Place Normand, and then on the bridge of my nose, and then the tip of my nose, and that's done. Now I'm going to line the inner of my eye by putting a brush, a makeup brush. I don't want to touch my face with my bare hand, so I put a makeup brush there, and then I can open my eye so that I can line inside my eye. And I'm going in with this eyelash, and the glue is from Kiss. I try to find which kind of makeup product it is, but I couldn't find anything. It just says Kiss. And also I'm using the Moi mascara to do my lower lash, and it's really good. Like I said, it just makes the lower lashes really stands out very well. So I have put in the glue on the lash and left it there so that it can be tacky, and then I can go back to it and apply it. Can you see how the lower lashes is just came to life all of a sudden? I even forgot that it was there. This, and the thing is, it's not that expensive. I think it costs less than £3. The mascara, it costs less than £3. Now I'm putting my lash on, and I'm very good with using my hand. I'm not good with using the lash tool. It doesn't work for me. I have to fiddle, and sometimes I poke my eye. So I stop using that. I go in with my fingers, and it does a good job. It just sticks like that. And then I'll just squeeze them, both the lash and my eyelashes together, and then boom, it's on. Baby is in touch. But I don't go for any dramatic one. I do love the dramatic one, but when I'm going to film this one, I'm doing my makeups to film a YouTube haul. I just go for a simple one because I don't want it to overpower what I'm doing. And now I'm just cleaning the lip balm that I applied before, and lining my lips with same product from Moi, intense color eyeliner, no, lip liner. Yeah, intense color lip liner from Moi, lining my lips. And then I go in with Silk. So you can see that most of the product that I use, they are similar. Two of them, three of them will be similar product that I'm using. Yeah, so I went for Silk. I'm using their dark brown. It's a lipstick, but I'm not going to use it fully, and it's a mattify lipstick. I'm going to just do it corner of my lips and use it to line the top of my lip as well as the lip liner. And then I will apply this Huda Beauty liquid matte lipstick from Huda Beauty at the center of my lips, and then I'll just moa my mouth together to bring it all together. I don't know if moa is a word, but I'm using their product, so what's different? So yeah, and I'm trying to define the lips with the Stila, really defining it. I went back in with it so that everything comes together. Yeah, and I'm done with my face now. So now I'm going to set my face with Makeup's Revolution setting, what do we call it? setting spray. Sorry, I'm setting it with setting spray. We done now. That's everything come together. We're going to get ready. Take the scarf off and put some beautiful clothes on. Got the earrings and everything, and that's us done. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time, bye.